sold 1 million records, yeah. Used to be on my checklist, big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of chocolate dice. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up.
The calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Carolina Panthers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Throwing now, Newman on first down. Caught here by Griffin. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. He's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
He's locked in early. 2 nice first down completions to start.
I like the fact that he's seeing the whole field early. Spreading it around a little bit in the early going.
And the ball is knocked out. And the Panthers have recovered. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. They'll set up to throw. He's got him in, complete. A big play there for Carolina, and even 40 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be. Right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He didn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that play seemed well scouted defensively. They collapsed everything inside. Nowhere to go on the quarterback sneak. Now he's going to bring up 4th down.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. This kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble. Point. Then they watch their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Newman now off the bootleg. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 27 yards there, a first down. Now it's Newman. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Again, Newman. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And they'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made by Calebon Chason. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Flushed out right. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Amari Cooper with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Panthers have regained the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown.
Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Now Cook hit and he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now, I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know, they're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On second down, Cook. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And complete right side to Cook. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal.
He'll look to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Oluokun.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Cook up the gut. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Now he'll throw deep left side. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Well, CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Now Newman on first down. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now Newman. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. The Jaguars at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in off a disappointment last time out. That put an end to their modest 3-game win streak.
And quite frankly, there wasn't a whole lot to draw on in the loss last week because they were dominating every phase of the game. You got to hope that they show a little more life in this one because they certainly didn't have it in their last outing.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Throwing again, Newman. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. A touchdown on a kick return and now one through the air. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from evening this one up. Point after, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all, but right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. He got 29 yards that time.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Cook following the penalty. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty. That was huge after being behind the chains on 1st down to make this 2nd very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on 1st down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on 2nd down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. As his guys have now moved out in front. The point after is good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And careless with a... And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that challenge, a successful one. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. On first down, Newman.
He finds his man complete. That's Parsons. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Here's Newman.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On second down, Newman.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on third and goal?
Well, knowing them and touchdown from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point up and through. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. Hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's...
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw here. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
That'll be complete to Cook. Touchdown, Panthers. Dalvin Cook, 28 yards. And the Panthers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Amari Cooper with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge game, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
He's going to go up top again. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
68 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Panthers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. And the Jaguars send out their punter. And look at this, it's a fake. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to, whatever the method there, it worked for them.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Newman. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Newman. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars are able to cut into that deficit. The extra point up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. There's Tremble, the tight end. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And this one is right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Okay,
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them is the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Etienne, and he loses the football a 2nd time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. The throw over the middle taken in. And they work this out past the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Newman looking to throw it. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And this will be a Jaguars first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Now it's Newman. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville. Here's Newman to throw.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
The Jaguars on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Can almost see inside his face mesh there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jags are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. His zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
And he's got his man on the out route.
And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Newman.
He's got a man complete. The 30. 10. 5. Touchdown. Jaguars. A big play there. 89 yards.
And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
The extra point up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish his...
He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 33 yards that time. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line.
95 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Again, it's Cook. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Touchdown! Dalvin Cook with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. No problem there on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
Throwing now, Newman on first down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Newman. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
On third down, Newman. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Newman will throw again. Caught here by Griffin. Oh, what a juke into space. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Ready?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. He's going to look deep down the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
2nd and 5.
18 Cardinals.
Here's Cook again. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And this is Cook with the grab.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you can see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Again, this is Cook. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
No surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
And this one is right through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Taking it about the 1. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better, and try and execute that on the way out the door, and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base.
On 2nd down, here's Newman.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
If this offense can't get it done, they'll think back to just a few plays and say to themselves, this was a winnable game, and we let it get away. Still a chance to save it, but time's definitely running out.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Newman.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for Carolina, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3.
And they'll get another road date next week when they take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville.